Hello and welcome to your twin flame reading for the divine masculine and the divine feminine and the current union energy going on between you and your twin flame. I was absent yesterday and I did not have a substitute to fill my card reading position, and I am strongly considering doing these readings just a little less often than every single day. I feel like I have laid that foundation, and of course, you know where to find me if you want a personal reading, right? You just check out those links below. And I may be putting a Patreon up as well soon if you care to support these readings, but then also go deeper and perhaps get some additional readings for your support, right? And so that's a little bit of a personal update. I also wanted to say something about the moon because the moon is in Libra, and then it'll be moving into Scorpio tomorrow. And so, yeah, it's just something to look out for, how you're processing your emotions and maybe looking for a sense of balance there, a sense of how to relate, and also justice at this moment. And then there's going to be a little bit of a shift there taking place tomorrow with the moon going into Scorpio and going deeper there with that. So rather than balance so much, perhaps going to those places where you're now looking at balance and justice, and then going into more Scorpio-related themes that might otherwise be uncomfortable, but that you're ready to unpack. So that's a good thing. So today I have Nature's Whispers Oracle cards by Angela Hartfield, and then I also have a Rumi card for today, which I'm really looking forward to seeing what that is too, and reading a little bit of the booklet that always has a Rumi poem with it. So they did a fabulous job putting this together. It's such an epic deck. Highly recommend. So good. So, we'll get started with the Divine Feminine today, and your card, Divine Feminine, is Expansion. Time to hold the Divine Masculine's hand and expand. I'm feeling this, and what I'm really getting from this card is, when it's time to expand, sometimes it's also time to look at how you're currently doing things and realize that you can't just you can't always keep doing things in the same way. It's just like anything else, just like moving, even, for instance. You can't stay where you are and move into a nicer place, and so there is going to have to be a change that takes place. And sometimes there can even be it can feel like, well, what's going on here? Is something wrong, or am I actually even perhaps downgrading in a way? And I want to say that if you are truly choosing this journey and you're healing your upsets, and you're doing everything that's involved in doing the work of Jeff and Shalia and the mirror exercise, especially, which is really what my coaching is based around, and there's links for that below. But you're not moving backwards if you're really doing all of these things. And so even if something appears out of alignment, it's just there as kind of an upheaval thing, or it could also be something that's really showing you where you need to go deeper there and truly heal. Sometimes you think that you've healed an upset, but it just hasn't quite happened yet, or you've healed a part of it. But you do have to have patience, right? It's not like a matter of divine timing exactly, but it is also not about trying to force your healing in order to expand, or in order to have a specific expectation, because that would defeat the whole purpose of the journey, literally. Where would your feelings be about what's going on? And then it's all about something outside of you, and that doesn't actually feel good. And so that's why you're always pointed back if that starts to happen. And it's okay, because sometimes there's patterns that are so deeply ingrained that you're gonna have to resolve. And so God is going to find the most compassionate way to point those out to you, which is sometimes through your twin flame mirroring something to you as well. So you might think my twin flame is such a piece of, I don't know, whatever. That doesn't sound very nice. I don't even want to say that. But like, I don't know. I hear everything. And also, I think everyone has been angry at some point with their twin flame. But that's not real, right? Like, that's not the truth. Under that is love. In any case, they're actually mirroring something to you, and it is the divine loving you through them. And so it's safe to just accept that and humble yourself rather than trying to resist it or look for reasons to continue the pattern of just not enjoying them and the situation and blaming everything. I mean, what are you going to do? So you're just going to not move forward and blame your whole life on your twin flame? That doesn't sound very fun. And it can even look at like in small things, like you're doing that, like, I'm moving forward in all these areas of my life, but I'm going to hold on to this resentment here so that I can like just hold on to it, So just something to be aware of, and how the divine masculine's really inviting you to let that go so that you can truly expand with him. And to not, and like in letting it go, you don't need to hold on to guilt or shame or anything like that. Like, you just heal and that's it. And you have to have radical compassion for yourself. If you've ever taught anything, if you've ever taken care of a kid or a pet, or you're a parent, or, there's endless examples of where you've probably been put in some kind of a situation where you had to have compassion for someone and not judge them, hopefully at some point during your life. And that is the kind of compassion that you need to have for yourself on this journey. And you need to cultivate that and continue to, and basically have it all the time. And so when you don't, you want to really be aware of that so that you can make a new choice there, because that's what's going to help you the most. That is your power right there, is your radical compassion for yourself, because from that you also then have compassion for others. And that doesn't mean like, you're letting people walk all over you at all. Like, just remember that, like, compassion is a very high form of love. Some say the highest form. I've also heard appreciation, but they're all very, like, they're all in divine perfection, really, all part of the same thing. So number 12 is also about kind of the completion of a cycle. So it's really safe to let go of whatever it is that's upheaving and call in this new era. I want to say it sounds so epic. I like it. This new era. So the Divine Masculine's card is amplify your positive emotions. Number 7. Number 7 always to me like represents heaven, even kind of rhymes, right? I hear it in marketing a lot, like use 7s. I don't know if don't really know why that's a thing. I mean, I know there's 7-Eleven out there, right? But 7 is a really pretty number, and so that could even be why. It could even be a visual thing, the way that it looks. But there's something heavenly going on here for the Divine Masculine. So if you can only just allow that to happen and allow yourself to feel good, and that's going to help your side of kind of whatever it is that's really upheaving out of your consciousness, that's not serving your union anymore. And the Divine Feminine can take note of that and really support her Divine Masculine and her heart with just encouraging him to amplify his positive emotions. And this goes hand in hand with the moon in Libra too, and just like striking that balance there and letting it be okay. Like, hey, it's safe to feel good and have a nice time. So the Rumi card, ooh, that was loud, is Sacred Phoenix Heart. So this is all about rising from the ashes, right? It's number 21. And we're just going to read a little bit of the, where did it go? Of the booklet's explanation of this card. So we're almost there. Number 22, number 21. Under the cover of blood, love veils many rose gardens. In total faith, love tenderly guides every lover to the garden of the heart. Reason says the world is limited in 6 directions. There is no way out. Love says there is a way, and I have traveled it many times. So again, it really goes back to that expansion, that positivity. And I'm just going to read a little bit more of this. And it says, this oracle brings a particular message regarding divine timing, that oh so significant factor in our dreams coming to life. Your time is fast approaching. It may even be now. It may seem least likely to you. There may be great darkness or confusion, and yet the unveiling of the new dawn is closest in the deepest darkness of night. Do not turn back or away from your progress. Your very next steps shall be upon hallowed ground, rendered golden by the rays of the rising sun. So we're going to leave it at that. That is beautiful. It really speaks to all of the cards here. And so yes, of course, continue to move forward. But if there is something that feels very uncertain or, out of alignment, whatever, don't turn back. You don't need to, you're doing good. Keep going, all right? You've made it this far, so you might as well continue, because good things are coming your way as you do that. And that's gonna conclude today's reading. I hope that you enjoyed it, and go ahead and give a like if you liked the video and you care to, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I noticed a few people unsubscribed when I didn't put out a video yesterday. I was like, is that because I missed a day of videos? I don't know, but that's okay, because I know that I will get more awesome subscribers. And check out the links below. Again, if you want to work with me, book a discovery session. You could do even just a half hour. It can be a phone call, video calls, really affordable, really amazing, and I can answer any questions you have, help you work through some blocks during that time too. And then also my readings, check out those. I have my reading like I do here, except for a 5-card reading for a limited time at the introductory rate that it's at right now. So I highly recommend getting your own. It's video recorded and it's very special and amazing. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.